Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully everyone's been doing well. We have a fun video today. This video will showcase me hitting 1900 for the first time on Shadow Priest, which was a huge milestone for myself. Typically, I've never been a caster, never was good under pressure, and this recording is primarily showing my journey growing as a Shadow Priest. I love the class identity and thought it'd be fun to push myself a little further to the next level by starting a little journey documentation. So first of all, I want to thank you guys all for the tremendous support over the last two videos. It's been a fun journey. I'm still new to YouTube, so it's been really exciting. Get these videos out. It just gives me another thing to look forward to. So thank you again. Today, first round, we have a monk on our team as well as a disc priest, and so we're taking a lot of pressure from this pally. We tried to kite him away from the heals, get him to go behind the pillar, but we are being forced to use cooldowns, which is unfortunate right now. But we're starting to put the pressure back onto their team. Locke was the target. Priest is starting to feel the pressure because he's low on health as well, and so is the Ret Pally. So we'll see how it goes. Our goal is to get as many dots as possible on both the DPS and sometimes the healer if we can. Right now we don't have dots on the Ret Pally, but we're putting a lot of pressure on the uh, Affliction Warlock, so we're putting some pressure in their being forced to use cooldowns. As you can see, we're just riding them away. Our health bars are relatively healthy compared to theirs. And yeah, just keeping the dots up. And we're about to secure it, and there we go. Round one in the books. So we start off on a really rocky start. But we were able to clutch it up by putting some counter pressure when the team needed it most. As you guys know, this is my first time doing a voiceover on a video, so this is relatively new to me. So definitely practice makes perfect, and this will be definitely a rough start. But hey, let's enjoy the ride. So now we have the Pally on our team. We're still rocking the Disc Priest, and we'll see how it goes. Trying to get some damage onto the Monk by getting the dots up. We haven't been able to get our second dots going off the Warlock, but we're going to try that now. We got CC'd. So we're taking a lot of pressure right now. The Monk wants us bad. But we'll see how it goes. Just going to try to, as always, kite him away from his healer. Oh, he just has such crazy burst. And me and the red kind of overlapped cooldowns because I used dispersion, he used bubble, but it is what it is. Sometimes mistakes happen when you don't have communications in solo shuffle. But we're gonna try to keep kiting away. We're gonna try to get our void bolts out off on cooldown, void torrent while we don't have any pressure on us. We almost got the kill, but they were able to recover quite well. Unfortunately, did not have any CC for the priest at that time to try to confirm the kill. But once again, as always, we're trying to kite away, try to get him to lost the heals. I think this is where I make a really bad mistake. I should have gone the other way around the pillar because now I am slightly losing the heals and he has to now reposition himself to get me in view. So lesson learned: when you're rewatching these videos, you find these minor issues where you could have done better. We're trying to get pressure off us by doing the fear, but we're getting CC'd. And I still don't have dots again on the Warlock, so we're just once again just not being optimized on DPS. We're feeling too much of the pressure from the Monk right now. But here we go. We're taking a lot of damage. I don't have dispersion. Trying to run away. We were able to void shift there, so the risk with having two priests on your team is you never know if your healer will void shift you or if you will need to, and sometimes that runs into the risk of overlapping those cooldowns and you're back to square one. So once again, we're trying to put the pressure back onto them. trying to mind games, but the monk has karma, and once again our pally just goes down. It was just a lot of pressure from the affliction and monk, just non-stop. For this one, since we're going to be going against a double melee comp, I opt to switch some PvP talents. That way, if they try to push me, I can fear them off my burst. As well as gain PI on the Warlock. I really like this comp. Shadow Play is a really fun one. You just get to rot everyone down and really put the pressure on the melees. As long as you can kite well, typically it's a good win if you play it right. So we'll see how this one goes. Goal is to get my dots up on both DPS, so I CC the monk as soon as possible to make sure he can't gap close as quickly as possible. Got the insta dot back up on the red pally, so now we're good to go. Getting my mind blast going that way. Once I do my void eruption, I get the reset on mind blast. Gonna get my fear going just to alleviate some pressure. Pally's feeling the pressure right now. We're going to probably try to get some more dots going, but we void bolt and then we get the DP going, and using Catharsis just to, you know, get some instant cast damage going. Gonna get the dot going there. Gonna try to dot the heals, and now just put pressure on the monk. Gonna CC him, he has karma up, and then he's gonna try to gap close again. So there we go, we'll probably fear right there. And then we're just gonna start trying to put some damage up again, get the dots going. I got the precog there, so I'm gonna just make sure everyone's dotted before I go back into the next few mind blasts and catharsis and all that good stuff. So we're taking a lot of damage right now, but we're you know, using our shields, getting our void torrent up. Once again, we're just going to start putting pressure, fade away the damage, and just keep kiting away. Got the fear going, and now the monk's feeling it. And if you look at the far end, the priest is not feeling too good either. And they got rotted down. So, on to the fourth round. We have the Ret Pally back on our team. So far, unfortunately, the Ret Pally has seemed to be the weakest link in this solo shuffle. He's right now 0-3. I'm trying to secure the win with him because that would ultimately, you know, improve my odds to getting a 4-2 solo shuffle or even a 5-1. You know the monk's gonna put a lot of pressure on me, so I'm gonna try to get a fear right off the rip. Try to get my dots going. Locke is playing it safe in the back, and my healer is now losing me, but I guess technically I might be, and we're just taking a lot of pressure right there. Nice grip from the healer, and we're just going to try to kite away. I'm trying to get my pressure onto the Locke because that was our main target, but, you know, it just doesn't feel like we're playing it right. We're chasing the Locke, the monk's getting free damage onto the Ret Pally, and we haven't really got our go to, you know, fully. It just has not worked well in our favor yet. But now we get the pressure going on the Locke, but the Disc Priest puts his ultimate pendants and gets everyone relatively back to full. You know, at least this is being played a little bit better than the second round. But, you know, we're not getting the damage out. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we just can't seem to put that much pressure on them. But we're taking some insane pressure on our end. So, you know, our healer's struggling to try to keep us up right now. There we go, we're getting the Locke lower. I had to disperse there. He's got precog though, and pain suppression, so there's no chance we get a kill on this go. But ultimately, we're just trying to put pressure. I need to get my dots back up on the monk. I need to get my dots back up on the warlock. It's just a really rough match. It just seems like we cannot, you know, get our damage up there. And it's just because this monk is relentless. We haven't been able to get too many precogs this round, but I'm ultimately not that good at fake casting and getting precogs all the time. We're trying to buy some time though with the fear, but somehow he was able to close the gap real quick, and I had to try to void shift there, but I think we might have overlapped there, and that was what I was talking about earlier, just the risk of overlapping, and then you're back to square one. But anyways, we're now into the fifth round. We have 2 wins. We're gonna try to secure the next 2 rounds. That way we can at least get a 4-2, and we got the monk on our end, so the red pally's not as relentless as the monk, so we should be yeah, good to go. But I feel bad for this red pally. Just this is one of those games where you just cannot seem to catch a break, and it is what it is. Who hasn't gone 0-6 every once in a while? So we'll see if we can clutch these next 2 rounds. By my already hinted there's a chance that we do. So we'll see how it goes. Gonna get my dots rolling. Here we go. Both DPS are dotted, and here we go. We're just gonna start mind blasting. As soon as we get those out, we're gonna void eruption. The monk's now PI'd. We got our burst going. We got the mind blast on target, void bolts on cooldown, DP to void torrent, and yeah, they're not feeling too good. But actually, technically, at this time, we're not feeling that good. But our healer's doing a good job keeping us up. We're just keeping pressure on the lock. And nice little DP to another DP to a mind games, and now the pressure's going. He's got the pain suppression, so I'm going to switch targets to just putting dots back up on both the DPS and healer. And we're getting feared, but we're going to start putting pressure back up. So we get 2 mind blasts going to avoid torrent. I don't know what the point was for that Disc Priest fade right next to me. Maybe he thought I had fear ready, but he's the one who closed the gap on me, so it just seemed like a waste. But we got precog there, so we're going to get our dots back up on all targets to mind blast to a DP, and we're just going to start putting pressure up. Pretty sure we'll probably put mind gates going soon once we get to the target low enough, but he's not feeling good right now. We got the Vampiric Embrace going just to keep everyone topped off a little bit better. Since no one's really putting too much pressure on me, I have more time to get my single target damage off, and that'll keep everyone a little bit more afloat. But yeah, Desperate Prey right there, because I started feeling a little bit of the pressure, and we're just putting some damage back. Mind Blast DPs to Mind Games, and then we got the Void Shift between his healer. We're going to slow down the Ret Pally just a little bit. We're going to get our dots going, but unfortunately we got CC'd there. But right now they're feeling a lot of the pressure, and once I got my new burst window, I knew we secured that win just because they were just falling behind. So nice little round, and to wrap it all up, we have Shall Play going again. So pretty confident going into this round. I really like this comp. Pretty confident in my healer and Affliction Warlock, so I was pretty confident. And on top of that, the Red Pally was 0-5 at this point, so probability he was going to go 0-6, so I tried to avoid being clouded by that, because you never know. It only takes one mistake to get behind, and then you could lose a round. So really wanted to get that 4-2, so we're going to start off by just getting some space to get our cast going. Gonna get my double dots off. The priest gets a nice fear on me, but the target was the pally, so I'm gonna try to start getting some mind blast going to my void eruption. We're gonna get the PI off the affliction as well, and we're gonna just start bursting. Gonna try to silence the heals just to try to get him a little bit behind, and we're gonna put in some good pressure. But the Warlock's starting to feel it, but the healer's doing a great job keeping him up. We got the, ultimate pendants from the Disc Priest. Unfortunately, I did not have, my silence right, and I just did not react quick enough to get the fear off. But we're just getting our dots going. Mind Blast, they're all rotting at this point with Psychic Link. I'm just trying to slow the gameplay a little bit by fearing or stunning, just to give our healer some time to keep our lock up. Like to avoid Torrent on cooldown, just a nice burst window when possible. definitely better if you have all your dots going. I believe if you have the talent, I can't recall what it is, but it's one of the last ones. If you get two of them, you just get insane pop of damage for your Void Torrents. I don't recall if I'm playing that though right now, so once again, we're gonna get our dots going though. Keep the pressure going with some Mind Blast, another Void Torrent, and just DP, and they're gonna start feeling the pressure. This is one of the things that I was working towards. Was when I was first learning Shadow Priest, I really wanted to make sure I had on point Void Shift. The next thing I wanted to work on was Leap of Faith. I know that's a really good cooldown, and I was able to secure that this game, so I was pretty proud of that. But thank you guys again for watching this video. It was exciting to hit 1914, and hopefully soon enough the next video will be me hitting 1950 for Rivals 2. And then we'll see where it goes from there. You never know, but this is the farthest I've gone on Shadow Priest and any caster in general, so it's been a fun ride, and I want to thank you guys again for stopping by, watching the video. Feel free once again to leave a comment down below for any suggestions or feedback. Don't be shy. It actually excites me when I get those notifications. So looking forward to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.